Wherever you go, if you speak English, you're good. That's it. Yeah, but I grew up in a international environment. Then we went to Netherlands. Then we went to Turkey. Then we went to London. Then from London, we've been going to Belgium, Germany. Sometimes we go to the Netherlands again, or to Bulgaria, or everywhere. So I grew up in a very international place. I don't know, my environment was very international since I was young, because I speak 3 languages since I was 4: Arab, Arabic, Bulgarian, and English. Those were like my first languages ever. I have videos of me when I was 4 and I would speak like English, talking about 300 bitch. I have videos of me speaking Bulgarian, doing get ready with me vlogs and shit. Like, I was young, but like, because in my household we would speak so many languages. My dad didn't speak Bulgarian or English. He spoke Arabic, and my mom had to learn it for him, and that's why. And then my dad wanted me to know as well. Like, it's difficult for me to explain, but if you know, you know. Marrakesh. Marrakesh. But yeah, we travel since I was young. I've never had like a place where I actually lived in and I actually stayed there. And I actually that was never the case. We've been everywhere. Like, when I say, it feels so weird when people talk about like, yeah, back home. Like, I don't really have a back home. Like, where is my back home? You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm literally everywhere. And it's kind of shit, but at the same time it's cool, because I would rather be like that, because I don't want to cage myself somewhere for the rest of my life. Like, I want to travel everywhere my whole life. Like, I don't see myself staying my whole entire life in one place. Like, I want to be everywhere. I want to investigate every country, every place, everywhere. Yeah. That's how I feel about it. My feet are numb because I'm sitting in the same position for a long time. And that's why I probably don't have friends as well, like childhood friends and shit like that. Because I move a lot, and when we move, we don't only move like, let's say in Bulgaria, like, we moved a lot of cities as well. Like, I grew up with my grandpa in the village, in the countryside, in the woods, in the trees and whatever, like with cows and horses and chickens and babushkas, like with grandpas and grandmas. I never had like kids around me, and I used to be in a very old school like environment, like very old. They were like only like witches, grandmas, grandpas. When you go to school, they were like, you don't have a uniform, you need to bring books, you need to buy them. And most of the time, if you can buy it, the school gives it to you, because there's no kids in that village. And the only kids that would go to school would be like kids from homes, or like homeless kids, or like stuff like that. And um the school was like till petit class, till year 5. And then you need to move to another school, because they couldn't give you that education, because kids don't pay for that education, and they can't give it to you, because in Bulgaria you're supposed to pay for your education, when in London, in the UK, they pay you to study, right? Bulgaria, you need to pay for you to study. That's how it works. So if you don't pay for it, they can't give you the full education. You need to move schools. So I studied there till I was year 5. Then my parents took me. My grandpa passed away. Uh, we moved from that city to another city, and then that city to another city. Then we went to Turkey every year. Like it was a whole bunch of shit. Nice tomatoes. I don't have tomatoes. What do you mean? Yeah, like it was a whole bunch of bullshit. Then we stayed in Belgium, then we had a period of like 6 months that we stayed in Turkey, and then we moved to Belgium, then it was Netherlands, then Germany, then London, like everywhere. Because like my dad loves traveling a lot, even though he doesn't speak the language. But yeah, he loves it. I don't know. I've been everywhere since I was younger. That's why probably I don't have like friends because I'm like, if I have friends, they would be only from school that were like in my class, and I used to like fuck with them, like build a connection with them, like But normally I don't even try doing that because we always move, and I know that we're always gonna move. So what if I actually find a really good friend and then I move and I never see that person again? Like it's kind of shit. So that's probably why I don't have a lot of friends or people that I know because they don't sit in my ass down. Like 6 months ago, I was back in Bulgaria because I was sick. Then I went to Greece, and Cyprus twice. On my birthday by myself, then again by myself for a week. And then I went to Germany, visited my uncles. Like I'm always somewhere. I don't know. I was gonna go Spain as well this summer, but because I got sick, I had to go back home because they took like a lot of time in the UK to actually pay attention to my sickness. So I had to go back home and pay for it, which I did. But yeah, but I would say like the most that I've stayed was with my grandpa. That's why probably I miss him so much and I love him so much because like I was 4 when I went to him and my parents left me there because my parents traveled everywhere for business and shit, and they left my other siblings with my auntie, and my auntie lived in the city, and they left me with my grandpa because I was the youngest one, and they were like, "Oh, you can start school here until you're year 5, and then we will take you." My other siblings were like way older than me, so they were like in different grades and years and whatever the fuck. So they were in like different schools in the city with my auntie living with her, and I grew up with my grandpa. Like it was I don't regret it at all. Like I had periods of my life where I was like, my parents don't love me. That's why they dropped me here and blah 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 because I was young. But I don't regret it. Looking back, like that taught me a lot, and I'm grateful for it. Because my grandpa had a lot of money, but he would like save it for his kids. Like after he passed away, like they were supposed to like split the money, my mom and her brother, but they had a fight and her brother took everything from her, and it was a whole bunch of shit show. And he had money, but like he would save it for his kids, and he lived like very old. Like he would make the cheese, the milk, like by himself. Like that's why he had like cows, he had horses so he can go like everywhere. Like he didn't have a car, nothing. He would like walk, like all of that, like old shit. Like he had like the gas fire thingy for like lamp.